See, and I'm watching on the laptop. I know how to beat the Big Ten, the Fox Sports Network. I watch it with the private browser with the VPN in one half, and then I switch my VPN in the second half.
Oh shoot!
That's how you do it.
All right.
You ain't getting my money, Fox.
I'm bringing out the suit jacket for how I'm about to do Loyola today.
Oh my God!
Good.
All right. Well, let's get this thing started. What's up, Stick Squad? All right, ready?
Oh yes,
Brian talking and shit. All right, cool. 3, 2, 1. What's up, Stick Squad? Today we are talking at Stick about the crazy weekend in lacrosse. Michigan is Maryland's kryptonite. Rutgers is better than Johns Hopkins. Army loses against some quote unquote nerds. And we got a whole lot more to talk about. But every episode is available on YouTube and Spotify. We're going to give you a great show, but we ask you to give us a follow on Spotify, X, and Instagram. That helps us more than you can believe. But let's get into it.
Big plays. Tied up, splits the double with 8. She's going to get a shot off. He's Are you kidding me?
And we are back. It's the greatest Sunday I've had in a long time, boys. You know, I'm repping the red shirt, because it's the Scarlet Knight, huh? But besides me smiling, guys, right now, how are we doing?
This man couldn't even wait 30 seconds into the pod.
Bruh, like it's hilarious because Scotty and shout out Mike Sears, 908 Media, like y'all are like the only two Rutgers people I know are on cloud 9. Made me laugh. St. John's lost NCAA tournament. We're not gonna talk about that, but yeah, we good.
I was mad as hell about St. John's losing that damn game. I picked them in my survivor pool. I'm like,
laughing, bro.
I'm like, yo, this is how you gonna do me? This one time, Diggs and Shane, how are we?
I'm having a horrible weekend, actually.
Hey, I'm happy. Virginia won. I'm happy.
Yeah, you better win that game.
Yeah, they won that.
Yeah, we better win that game. Okay, you talk about some panic. That's when I would panic.
Right. That's like beating Towson by 1 in February. Dog, You better win that game. You gotta win.
Yep. Well, we can get into the recaps of the games right now. And I don't want to waste no damn time. So let's get into the first game that I want to talk about. You know why I put it as the first game? Because I can put it as the first game. We're going to talk about how Rutgers beat Hopkins. Now, I want the camera to zoom in to Diggs' face right here. Listen. Yo, somebody post that meme like this again. Please do.
Yeah.
Hey, I am on cloud 9. I'm not. Listen, there's 3 days that stick out in my mind of being a Rutgers fan. All right. These 3 days stick out to me. In 2006, when Rutgers football beat number 3 Louisville, shout out to Ray Rice. Y'all might be too young for that game, but that game was sick. In 2021, when Rutgers basketball beat number 1 Purdue with a buzzer beater shot, right? Shout out to Ron Harper Jr. I was at that game. And in 2025, when Rutgers lacrosse beat number 11 Johns Hopkins. Now, do you guys know what the word euphoria means? Because I was feeling euphoric when I was looking at that scoreboard, and I was like, no way Rutgers is winning that game. And damn right, they won that game. And I was like, okay, something's going on. So I turned the game off because every time I turned the game on, Johns Hopkins was starting to come back. So I did it for the greater good, right? And then
you're responsible.
Then when it was like a 3-goal game within the last minute and a half, I was like, I could watch this game now, right? So I'm about the boys. And I'm telling you, don't sleep on the Scarlet Knights. Don't sleep on it. Now, what do you got to say about Hopkins being a bad team, Diggs?
I don't know where to start. Because what I'm gonna say, I started this season saying Rutgers is going to finish dead last in the Big Ten.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He did.
I don't know anymore. Because I've been a Hopkins fan for 20 years and I've never seen a Hopkins team that gets worse as the season goes along. It feels like this team gets worse every game.
Oh, you being honest. Okay.
And their offense has no identity. We can't beat short sticks anywhere. Can't beat short sticks from the back corner. Can't beat them from the wing. Can't beat them from the top. Can't beat them at X. You could drive a shorty to X. Straps every time. Why do we not have anyone that can beat a short stick and draw a slide? It's so critical to the Hopkins offense to be able to draw slides that Rutgers stops sliding. Hopkins stops scoring goals. Rutgers maybe slid one time in the third quarter. Hopkins scored 0 goals in the third quarter. None. You know why? Because they can't win one-on-one matchups. How is it that guys like Jimmy Ayers, Dylan Bauer, Charlie Eiler, why do these players have more shots than Matt Collison? Matt Collison is the only guy that can get through one defender and shoot and score. And every time he does it, he scores pretty much.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? Hopkins was lazy off ball a lot of times, especially in the second half on defense. We don't have a goalie that can save 50%. When's the last time we had a 50% gain from a goalie? I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Hopkins is playing like the worst team in the Big Ten. I can comfortably say if Hopkins played this Saturday against any team in the Big Ten, they would lose. Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, Maryland, Rutgers. That doesn't count because Rutgers just beat them. They would lose comfortably. Right now, they're the worst team in the Big Ten. I'm hot.
This sounds like Diggs when he was a fan of the Redwoods for that stint.
I didn't talk like this about the Redwoods. I didn't care. That's why I said
that. If we're bringing it to lacrosse, man, I think Rutgers made a few adjustments too that really helped us out. They've played with Cardilla.
Stop sliding.
Yeah, and they also played with Cardilla before with putting him at the midfield line, but they brought him down to the attack line. That boy had a day at the attack. He was just like, he's too good for Rutgers to ever be off the field, so they brought him down to attack on that offensive end, and I think it worked out perfectly. And they also had a freshman in Hayden Summer, I believe he's a freshman, go off with 3 goals and he's sophomore, 3 goals and 1 assist. That kid, shifty. One of the announcers said that he kind of reminds him of Ross Scott a little bit, which I think is a little bit of gas, but I'm just going to say if he got a little bit of that jump to him, that's going to draw that slide and so get that offense going. That's what Rutgers needed from that offensive end, and Hayden Summers that answer, and bringing down Colin Cardilla to the attack. I think it was a good thing for our offense.
Hayden Summers was shooting that thing.
He was letting that thing.
He was letting it sing.
And I'm gonna just start calling Rutgers offense the Collins because they had 3 Collins with 2 goals.
Where's Scotty? Where's Colin Kelly from?
What?
He's from Syracuse.
Hey.
All right. Well, Diggs is like, what? They have a kid named Colin Kelly, 2 goals. Colin Zeller, 2 goals. Colin Cardilla, 2 goals.
Oh, the Collins.
The Collins. What you know about the Collins?
That's crazy.
But did because I was watching the Q's Colgate game, so I didn't see I just watched the last few minutes of it. What happened to Russ Melendez?
He didn't play this game.
Okay.
He didn't play.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, because him not healthy, because it's like it goes into what we talked about last week, because he needs to be there because he brings something to them, where it's like that. It's weird when you say it's like he brings that swag to him, but it's like it's different when he's there, and then the rest of the team is like, all right, cool, I gotta do this.
Hopkins
right.
is high on Charlie Eiler, understandably so.
He's good, man.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's good. I like his game.
But speaking of being high, Denver is pretty high in the sky, especially after beating Duke on Saturday. What is going on here, bro? And last week, we were getting people to say Duke is a national championship contender.
Oh, yeah. A lot of that going on in the chat. A lot of that going on in the chat. And you
I
know
wasn't buying that.
exactly
Yeah,
who
me
you
neither.
are. You know exactly who you are. And guess what? I predicted, I was looking at this, at everything, and I said in our group chat, I said, Duke's going to lose to Denver.
You
They're going
did
to lose
say
to
that.
Denver. And guess what happened? It was a decisive victory.
They bounced on them.
Decisive. And you know what? And the worst part about it is Duke looked ugly doing it. That's the worst part about it. How you go white helmet, white top, black shorts, and
With
that's
blue
not even.
details.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
It ain't working.
It ain't working. So not only you got beat, but you look bad, and now you got to go all the way back to North Carolina. You had a full house in Dallas. Them boys came to see you play, and you got ran. You got ran. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Nightmares and Noah
Talking about?
Manning.
Hey, hold on. The Ty Montgomery gave me the sleeping emoji last week. Hey, bro.
Because they beat Richmond. They beat Richmond.
Because y'all beat Richmond. Now you play somebody who barely got damn decals on the helmet, and you sit there and you lose by how much to this team? Come on, big dog. We got to do something better than that. Now, if there's another 15 on the field that look like someone else I know, we might have a different conversation. But this is what we got.
That's
all
what
I'm
we
gonna
said
say.
last week, bro. Remember? Because we're like, Duke lacrosse to the point where we have alumni being excited to shall be Richmond.
Richmond in overtime. In overtime. What are we talking about, big fella? What are we talking about? So this is the Duke. This is the Duke that was in the national championship. Like, yeah. I'm on you. Yeah.
Guys in the jump.
I'm on you. Because what are we talking about, big fella? Come on, bro. Hey. Look, because what is like? Look, I had this is the same Duke team that was playing a couple years ago. It's the same coach, same coordinator, same. What's going on here? I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out, but it's okay. I mean, it's all right. Maybe next week. Hey, maybe next week y'all play Loyola. You get yourself a quick dub. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Loyola later.
Shane's gonna talk about him.
We're gonna talk about him.
I didn't see Denver Duke going the way it did. I just wanted to say I definitely didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I
Not to
think
that
it's gonna
point,
be
man.
Yeah, because like you're like, who did Denver hasn't played anybody? Because Shane did say that. I was like, yeah, they're playing in Texas. So I'm like, you can see that both traveling. Denver will win, but then Noah Manning was like, I'm tired of losing. Like, we're supposed to be good. I'm gonna shoot 6 for 9.
It's crazy. I mean, I remember last year we were saying in the PLL, you can't go scoreless in a quarter, especially in top D1 lacrosse. No. Not one quarter did Duke go scoreless. Duke went scoreless in 2 quarters, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you ain't gonna win something like that.
Andrew McAdory taking 3 shots. Yeah, y'all not. That means y'all up
by
10.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Or
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That can't happen. Like one of your best outside dodging threats has 3 shots. That's not a good look. That's like
best player.
Bro. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Tough game from Duke. I wonder how these Duke fans are gonna come back after this week. But you're right. They do have Loyola, and imagine if they lose.
They really do. I thought you were joking.
Do they have Loyola?
I thought you were joking.
Hey man, you got one coming up. Hey, we don't even worry about that. It's okay, bro.
It's okay. You know who doesn't think it's okay though? Maryland. Maryland doesn't think it's okay because they lost to Michigan.
I know my boy AP was pumped. He was pumped.
Was on
Michigan.
Yeah. Fool was on one in the chat.
Yo,
in the TLN chat.
Liam.
what? Liam Murphy? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Because I rock with him because you're Michigan football fans, so I know. But yo, the graphic that Liam put of the L that was Maryland, I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's money. That was money.
Yep. You can
Hell.
save that now for whenever Maryland loses in anything.
Right.
Easily.
That's a great.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that because everybody's like, okay, Michigan's got their number, but I'm like, anybody can get got, man.
Right.
Anybody can get got.
That's very true.
So it's funny you mentioned that because I did also see a tweet. I think it was it might have been Dan Arestia, who was talking about that nobody is actually really good in Division I lacrosse and everybody is actually just mid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I agree with that at all.
I don't.
I think the level of lacrosse here is still really good. I think it's still really good across the board. These scores are indicative of that. I mean, they can get up there. Like they're still scoring threats. There's still guys who are making great saves. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily think that the game is changed to a point where like everybody is just kind of okay. I think probably more likely that now it's not about going to go and play at a top level, top 5 Division I school in order to play good lacrosse. I think folks realize, you know what? I could go to Colgate and really ball out for 4 years. I could go to Bucknell and really ball out for 4 years. I could really do some at Lehigh if I go there. It is not just Syracuse, Maryland, Virginia, Notre Dame, Johns Hopkins anymore.
Right.
And that's just not where we are in the game anymore. And it's great. The game is better off for it. Because now folks is really going to go where they want to go, and they're really going to go and try to do something special with a team that historically has not done something special. And you just really need a couple of guys who go, you know what? I'm bought into this. Let's get after it. And and I think a lot of teams have guys like that, and that's why we're seeing like the rise of Fairfield. Let's talk about that. Still the only undefeated team. I mean, Fairfield was bottom of the barrel for a while.
It's a little different that Fairfield's undefeated right now compared to a Maryland being undefeated previously.
But
regardless,
Fairfield and Maryland,
a team that rises to the top in its conference, right? I mean, like, decisively winning. I mean, how many conference games have they played? One, Drexel. Outside of that, I mean, they're taking care of business. And I mean, like Shane was saying, they were not good for a long time. And for them to just be like, you know what? We're just going to be the only undefeated team in D1 on March 23rd. Like, that's we're 2 months into the season. This team hasn't lost yet. Like,
if you told us that who they played 2 months ago, none of us we would have been like, what?
I'm like, bullshit, bro.
What are we talking about?
I do think this loss for Maryland makes the lacrosse season a whole lot more interesting.
For sure.
This season, I was saying it last week how we put Notre Dame and Maryland on this huge pedestal, and how we needed to relax about Notre Dame, and I kind of wanted to keep Maryland up there. Now we could even take Maryland off that pedestal clearly, because any given day they can be beat. You get this unranked Michigan team to do the damn thing. You get Rutgers to do the damn thing against Hopkins. It doesn't matter what that number is to the left of your name. Doesn't matter.
And no one gave Ohio State a chance today either.
Exactly.
Everyone picked Penn State except me.
Well, yeah, we pick them, but yeah, you already know I rock with Ohio State. But they flipped it though, because that's like whatever we keep all saying with parity. So it was Maryland's got like a small margin of we're gonna do this. We don't have any superstars, but we're gonna play our game. So Logan McNaney goes under 50%. And Michigan's goalie Hunter Taylor goes 57%. So I was like, okay, then it makes it. Then it's okay. Now we can even the field, because this Logan McNaney, he's playing like one of him and Byrne from Army, probably playing like the top 2, and Caleb 5 too. But let's say top 3, top 4 goalie in the country. So it's like if he plays human, like, oh, it's chinks in that Maryland armor. So that was kind of crazy, because it wasn't. I don't think Michigan did anything really crazy. because they just played him well. They got really good goalie play, and McNaney had a kind of an off day for his standards because 45%. Yeah, the way he's been playing this year.
Michigan was making it shake on offense too. They were finding a lot of goals were just off ball goals. I mean, they were just finding gaps.
I
They
saw them also.
They played really good offense.
They were also scoring towards the end of the shot clock often too, which
Good possessions.
Long possessions, and then just making it happen when they needed to make it happen.
That's how you beat the number one team in the nation. You take care of the
know
ball.
their game plan.
Put it
They
away.
not get into a foot race with them. Like you don't want to do that. Don't score early and often.
And they did
you
that.
gotta get possession time.
You know who I'm not getting in a foot race with? Is Syracuse's offense, man. Syracuse's offense, absolutely unbelievable. Syracuse does the thing versus Colgate. And Brian, I'm going to compliment your squad for a second because I was watching the highlights of that game because I was too busy,
you're
doing
watching
other
the
lacrosse things,
Mm-hmm.
But Syracuse has to be my favorite offense to watch in lacrosse because when they're clicking, it's poetry in motion, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brian, what did you have to think about this game?
So it's funny because Syracuse beat Colgate. Now Colgate's not good. So top 20 win.
That's cap. I'm on your
top 20
side.
win.
Yeah.
Say again?
I said I'm on your side, Brian. That's cap. Like Colgate is good.
But yeah, it's a few things. So the Colgate side of it is exactly what Shay just said. The Connor brothers, you got these two big Long Island dudes looking. I'm like, bruh, y'all look like some ACC Big Ten type attack, man. Because both of them, I didn't look at the roster to see like their height and weight, but I'm like, both of y'all dudes is like, excuse me, like 6'1", 6'2". Like y'all comfortably 200. Y'all some big dudes. And I'm like, watch them. I'm like, your offense is good. And they want to do a shootout. And I was like, I'm looking at the play. I'm like, is this who we think Richmond might be? Is this who we thought Towson was going to be last year? That they're just Patriot League team. They're just solid everywhere. But I was just like, Syracuse's offense is really good. To what Scotty just said, they were clicking. And then the weird that killed them was their weird defensive strategy of they were like, we're going to let Joey be behind and we're not really going to engage him until he gets the goal line extended. And recipe to disaster is let the best passer in the country, 100%, argue with your mama, Joey Spallina, and just kind of let him QB from behind the cage. Like, that's a choice.
Didn't he get 200 points in this game?
So he got his 200th point passing to Owen Hills for his 200th point.
Okay. Yeah.
He had six assists. Like,
if you got that offense, what are you supposed to do? I don't know that. Yeah.
Somebody was trying to argue with me today about Joey Spallina and was like, yeah, but he has like 75% of his points were against unranked teams or something like that. Like,
oh
my God.
What are you talking about?
Let's talk about it because we moved the goalpost because it's three things with Joey. He's from Long Island. He was the number one recruit, and I'll use it 2-for-1. He wears 22 at Syracuse. So there's this weird thing that people who never saw him play. I don't watch high school lacrosse, so I didn't have any expectations. I just knew he was the number one recruit. They think he's Owen Duffy. They think he's CJ Kurse. They think he's Coulter Magazine, where he's just a scorer. He's going to shoot. That's not his game. He's a cerebral player that is a passer. He's going to get the assist, or he gets that what they call a hockey assist. He makes the pass that leads to the goal, right? And then he wears 22. His game's not any of the Powells. He's not a 6'3", 230
he's a
pound
playmaker.
4'3" that Gary Gate was. He's just a baller. And I said he's like Cody Jamison. I don't want to go like super long on it. It's just that he's got a game where he plays bully ball and he's an elite passer, and he does it better than anybody else in the country. And it's okay. He had an 11-point game. Colgate's ranked, but again, I get it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. I got you.
It's a problem when
Hey, when we were saying 70, like when whoever said that he's got 75% of his points came from unranked teams. Okay, is anybody else scoring those type of points against those same teams? I'll wait.
Absolutely.
So, but again, it's cool when y'all do it. It's a problem when I do it. So when CJ Kurse has
exactly, what are we talking about?
Yale's garbage team, no disrespect to Yale, just saying you're not good. That's fine. But when Joey has 11 points on 5 for 8 shooting and 63%, then it's a problem, right? Oh, okay. But again, I get it. He wears 22 when he goes to Syracuse. Like, I'm not gonna do the stat. I wrote stats that I was ready, but nah, we're not gonna do it.
I just don't know how anybody in late March could have watched how many games Syracuse has played so far and still have something to say about Joey Spallina. That isn't, he's a clear number one draft pick, clearly one of the best players in the country. Like, I don't know how, because who the hell else are we talking about like this on a regular basis?
Joey Spallina has made a clear case that he's one of the top players in the country. I don't understand how we're still arguing this.
What are you talking about? It's at this point, sure. When Brian said it maybe week 0, you're like, all right, Brian, I know you're a Hughes fan. That's all right. All right, Brian.
Okay, Brian.
Okay, Brian. But here's the thing, especially after that first game, and you just looking at Syracuse's whole offense and then how it runs with Joey Spallina in the mix of that. And we were watching this in late March. I don't know what vendetta you have about Syracuse or Joey Spallina. Brother, let me tell you something. Get therapy and let it go. It's okay.
I tweeted it out, man. These weird, it's you weirdo 50-year-olds from Long Island, and he chewed up your son's high school team, bruh. Okay.
How's that my
Sit back
fault?
and relax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you with my that shit? My last name's not Spallina. I didn't know what they like. Why are you not mad at me? Because they killed everything.
People wild on the bird, dog. Crazy.
Yeah,
hey, Syracuse's remaining schedule is insane, by the way. At Virginia, host Notre Dame, at Cornell, at Duke, host North Carolina at home for the regular season finale. So
obviously, everything
we're really about to find out.
Everything I said about Syracuse goes out the window for this next week, and then we'll reinstate it back after. They'll play Virginia. They'll lose badly. And then we'll play, and then we'll play the rest of the season. So
apparently that's another one because apparently McKay Millen's terrible at lacrosse now because this is what they do on the internet. So I get it.
Well, Spallina's making a strong case for himself to be a great player this year, and Dartmouth is making a case for themselves to be an Ivy League favorite. Almost, dude.
Let's go.
What is going on with Dartmouth, bro?
Good job, Dartmouth.
Beat Penn. Good job for you guys. I didn't buy into the Dartmouth magic.
That is
yet.
so big for the lacrosse landscape for Dartmouth to beat Penn in overtime. That's huge.
Absolutely.
I'm pumped about the Big Green, man.
Yeah.
Pumped about
I was happy to see that. I was happy to see that goal go in for sure.
Oh my gosh! And it was just a little rocker step, 1v1,
some light
top side,
near pipe, stick side,
I just walk off like, you see me. I'm like that. I'm like,
he did the glove celly too. That was what he did.
Yeah.
That celly went hard, man. That celly goes hard.
Yeah. You know he's a freshman too, right?
Yeah, that was a freshman.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's tough.
That's very much a teenager celebration. I respect.
Yeah,
bro, my ass could be 35. I'm still hitting that celly if I'm in
you just got to do the smooth walk away, bro. There's nothing tougher than
act like you've been there before. My ass, dude.
It's like, yeah. You know why? Because I like that. I've been there before.
Who the hell are you lying to? Why
me.
are you doing this, bro?
It's nothing new to me.
It don't matter. I'm throwing out. Period.
Y'all are hilarious.
Shane, how many?
I'm putting my helmet off. I'm talking all kinds of crazy shot. How many game winners have I hit? Yeah. You forget that I'm appalled for one.
No. That's why I'm asking. You're talking about act like you've been there before.
I've actually hit 3. I've actually hit 3 before.
On the defensive side,
I've actually hit 3 before. So stop talking about me, man. You know what? When I see you, it's a 1v1. We going behind the cage. We going at X 1v1. Me and you. I'm tired of it. We gotta handle this. Oh, yeah, boy,
why
you better put some damn
bro?
tape
I'm
on
not going to attack him.
You better put some tape on that top end.
Cook you at that, bro.
Get that Elmer's glue and uncover that thing. Put it around your head because that stick is flying. I promise you.
Brian, make sure you bring the popcorn, dog. Me and you sitting on the side.
I'm tired of it.
Because they always
bring that popcorn.
So.
I'm gonna sit right on the side. Shane is also never thinking straight, bro. Shane thinks he's gonna walk on a PLL field and have a hat trick.
What? Okay, I literally never said that. I said I could get a bucket. We're not talking about
a minute, bro.
If I got a minute in a PLL and I got at least one, and I got 2 shots, I'm hitting one of them joints. I promise you.
2?
I'm hitting one of them.
2? I'm going with the over, my friend.
if Peyton Cormier could be on this game.
Here you go.
How did Peyton Cormier get dragged into this?
He's never come on this show, man.
Yo, you're just throwing praise at him,
So
bro.
we're talking about why am I in it? See how I get thrown in stuff? I did nothing.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, give me a couple of shots. Just hit me with the ball. We get a little 2-man game. Either they play, either they crowd me, which respect, obviously, you better crowd me, and you leave whoever it is open, or you take whoever that is and you leave me open, and I'm popping that thing. It's easy. That's simple math. You're forced to 2v1. Which one you want to pick? Pick the poison. And you know what? And I ain't doing it with nobody else. I'm just, hey, me and Romar, I got you, bro. I'm gonna set you a little screen up top. You're gonna get top side, you get a little dip side, because I know you like that. If you don't want it, you're gonna pass it to your boy, and I'm gonna hit that thing. Top right. Like that.
Peyton Cormier is definitely pretty upset about you bringing him up to us. But speaking of being upset, Brown upset UMass this weekend.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
A big game for Brown. Ivy League once again doing the damn thing. I just wanted to make sure we said something about it. We don't have to touch on Brown beating UMass. I don't know if any of you guys watched this game like that.
I did not.
But I think it's just interesting how these Ivies are playing to a different level this year, where there isn't a bad Ivy, really. Man,
no, it was Dartmouth. Not anymore.
Now look at them; they're ranked.
Yeah,
and they're about to get ranked even higher now. So good for them.
Wait,
good for the Ivies.
there's no bad Ivies.
Yeah, Yale's not good.
Yale's not good.
God
Brown
damn.
was 2-5 before that win. I wouldn't call Brown good. That's a good win.
All right. What I'm saying is any of these teams can play. Any of these teams can play. All right.
I'm not picking Yale for the rest of the season.
probably.
All right. You're not picking Yale.
I'm not picking Yale. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, I wouldn't pick any of those teams for anything anyway. So, but you know who I would pick for my lacrosse gear? It would be lax.com. Whether you're gearing up for the season or need fresh gloves or just want to flex on your teammates with the latest gear, lax.com has you covered. They've got everything from heads and shafts to apparel and training essentials. And here's the best part. They've got pros on deck to string your stick exactly how you like it. So no more excuses when you miss that shot like Shane. Oh, and did I mention fast shipping? You'll have your gear in hand before your next practice. So do yourself a favor. Head to lax.com and get yourself some gear.
Yeah. You're going to need a new stick once I give Scotty the helicopter and it gets yard sailed. So go ahead and grab that one too.
Defense no more, bro.
It's okay. It's in my blood. You know what I'm saying? I just get into a defensive stance. Once I get that first poke check, boy, it just comes back to me. That thing is calling me like the Green Goblin mask as we speak.
Maybe
as we speak.
That's a good meme. I'm putting that up here. I'm putting that one up here. That's a good meme.
As we
I'm gonna put your face. I'm gonna put your face over it.
Just
hiding from who you truly are.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my whole energy shifts. You gotta get pumped up to play lacrosse. I gotta calm down. You understand? I gotta play R&B. I gotta play R&B just to get into the right state of mind. Because if I come out the way that I naturally come out, it's a problem. But it's okay. We're not talking about me. We're talking about some college ball. So go ahead, make your transition from now on.
All right. Well, I wanted to see what you guys thought of this celebration from BU. Speaking of these Ivy League schools, right? I want to see what your thoughts were. So let me make sure I pull this up. Here we go. Let's take a look. Because I looked at this, I had my thoughts. I want to see what you guys thinking about this. Okay, take a look. I'm not gonna lie, I almost hated every part of that.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
Not really. I saw it though. I know what video you're talking about.
I saw it the moment I was checked out the moment they said Boston. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Not my favorite celebration.
It was cornflakes. It was cornflakes. It was Rice Krispies. No sugar. It was regular Cheerios. Like
Oh my god. I got to show you guys a video of me one time doing the Ric Flair in the locker room. Because
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
That was not cornflakes, bro.
That was not. That has to put that. You did that thing on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's soul on the squad. So that wasn't a
right.
Scotty. You know what, black guy, come be cool.
Yeah.
Be cool. That was smooth.
You know what my thing is about celebrating or doing stuff is they have to be so natural, and the second it starts to feel forced, or you feel like you're trying to be cool for it, or do something like that's not you, that's when they start to get corny to me.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing these dudes like put their hands up with no rhythm. Like I know the song's playing in the background. Like how are you not matching the drum?
Was that like their alma mater song or something?
They're Boston University, so they're playing "Shipping Up to Boston."
Oh, what song is that?
The song we opened up to last week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So.
For those don't come at me, 2 Americas, man. I ain't get that one over my head.
Yeah, that was definitely cornflakes. But at the same time, I'm not here to cast judgment on what happens in other teams' locker rooms. Locker rooms is sacred place. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
Yeah.
I think it's cornflakes, and the only reason I'm saying that is because it got posted to the internet for everyone to see. So
that's the risk you take.
That's the risk you take.
Now, we're going to take a big risk right now. Let's pick out our final fours.
Ooh.
After this week.
This is tough. So we're going to do this.
Who wants to go first? Reverse age. Go youngest to oldest.
All right.
Go ahead, Scott.
All right,
yeah,
Shane.
go ahead, Scotty.
Go ahead, Shane. No, I'm just playing.
That's crazy.
I'm just playing. All right, let me go first. My first pick in the final four is going to be those boys from Piscataway.
No way. No shot.
You are smoking dope. Yo, I'm about to call for a wellness check in your area, bro.
Straight up.
Oh,
that's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just messing. But who would I be if I didn't say Rutgers at least for a second in this segment? Okay, so I'm putting Maryland up there.
Okay,
Maryland's in it. I'm gonna put Notre Dame still in it. Okay. This is where it gets scary now. This is where there's a lot of teams I could pick from. Oh god damn! I'm gonna have to say Ohio State. And then I'm going to go with, I have to pick one team not in the Big Ten or ACC. What conference the Army in?
They're in the Patriot.
Damn, I'm not picking Army. They lost to Nerds.
That's crazy.
I'm going to go. I'm Cornell. So I'm gonna go Maryland. What did I just say? Maryland, Ohio State, Cornell, and what was the last team I said?
You said Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, Young Bucks. Who's next? Shane.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got Maryland. All right. I got Syracuse. I got Wagner.
Shut the hell up.
Hey, let's get a wellness check, bro.
They might not make it to the final part of their season, bro.
Never go to Staten Island in his life.
So, are you drug free?
I am drug free. Dare, man. Dare program got me right. Oh, okay. I got Cornell, and I want to say Virginia.
Yeah.
I want to say Virginia. but I'm not. Okay. Yeah, we'll go Virginia. We'll go.
Okay. Say your final four in a row, Shane.
So I got Virginia, Maryland, Syracuse, and Cornell.
Damn, both of y'all got these big ass dogs. Better.
I got one too.
You got one?
Oh yeah.
Ain't no
Bigger
reason.
than both.
Ain't no reason for me to have a dog when I am a dog. Go ahead, Brian.
They wouldn't recognize you.
Hey,
You're
I'm
young. Oh no, say it. Yeah, oh no. Yeah.
Oh,
Mine's,
wait. Diggs is who's older, Brian or Diggs?
Brian's older than me.
Oh, go ahead.
I got next. Okay. So my final four is Cornell, Maryland, Ohio State, Princeton.
2 Ivies, huh?
2 Ivies, 2 Big Tens. I think ACC's out in the cold.
Wow.
Really?
I think they get no teams in.
Wow.
Really?
I think Big Ten as a conference is playing the best lacrosse right now. 1. And 2, what other teams are battle tested, can win tough games, have players that have been on that stage before? It just happens to be another Ivy. It's Princeton.
It would be interesting to have a Final Four without an ACC team in the Final Four. Like, when was the last time we've had a Final Four without an ACC team?
Wait. Hold on. So you don't think Syracuse can do it?
I think every ACC team is going to get got.
Who do you think? Obviously this is all stupid and conjecture, but anyway, in the tournament, who do you think Syracuse is losing to?
Could be one of the teams that goes to the Final Four. Any of those teams.
You think Syracuse? Wow. Okay.
Anyone can get got. I mean, shoot.
I think anyone can get got.
Harvard, Syracuse.
First team out, though, to me is UNC.
Wow.
First team out, meaning like they're the bubble team that it probably is the closest ACC team to the Final Four, I think.
Wow.
First team out.
All right. Okay. All right, Brian, go ahead.
Ohio State, Princeton, Notre Dame, and obviously Syracuse is winning the national championship. So,
see,
they are.
I'm okay. I'm okay with you saying that. I'm okay with it because it doesn't sound as crazy as when I say Rutgers is going to win the national championship. But people called me crazy when I said Rutgers was going to beat Hopkins. So it's always you're crazy until it's done.
Yeah,
huh?
Brian, you have the best claim to my team is going to win the national championship. Out of the four of us, I think you have the best claim.
Easily.
So I'll leave that alone.
Yeah. It's like, damn.
You definitely.
I don't know the way this season going. UVA can get hot, win 3-4 games in the ACC, then they go get to be the number one overall.
Anything can happen, dog.
Yeah.
I would love to see UNC in the Final Four. By the way, I love watching them play. I would love to see it. I just.
Yep, that would be awesome to see.
Got it.
That would be awesome to see. But let's move on to the next segment here. Listen, I've been getting along very well with somebody or something, I could say, and it's ChatGPT. I've been getting along with ChatGPT very well. All right, me and ChatGPT just be talking and stuff. So I asked ChatGPT, what's your Mount Rushmore of college lacrosse? So I want you guys to guess who ChatGPT said is their Mount Rushmore of college lacrosse. They said 4 people, and one of them is a coach, 3 of them are players.
I think I know the coaches.
Wow.
Was one of them that's the coach? Is he currently did he used to be a player?
You're going back way too far in time. I don't know.
Okay, I have a guess.
Go ahead.
I'm ready. The coach is Bill Tierney.
Yeah.
Then you have Gary Gate.
Wait. The coach is Bill Tierney. You got it.
Coach is Bill Tierney. The first player is Gary Gate. The second player is John Grant Jr. No. And then I was going to say the player after that is Paul Rabel.
You got 3. Paul Rabel is on it.
There's no way
Then-
he did.
Then Casey
Yeah.
Powell's the other person.
Gotta
in.
be.
And
Gotta-
no, that's
It's not Casey
what this is.
Powell.
It's one of the
not
Powells.
Casey
So
Powell.
is it Ryan or Mikey?
No, none of the
Lyle.
Powells are on this list.
Is it from this or last decade?
Not even any of them. You got to go way back, like the red and black lumberjack. Way back.
Jim Brown?
Jim Brown, you got it,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Jim Brown, the last one of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Jim Brown. The ChatGPT said
That's not
was-
bad.
it was Jim Brown, Gary Gate, Bill Tierney, and Paul Rabel.
That's fair.
I'll just say interesting.
Well, hey, it's two people from Syracuse. I'm surprised Brian Breck wasn't on this, but we'll move on from that. The ChatGPT, though, doing the damn thing. But ChatGPT also told me that Michael Jordan would beat LeBron James in a one-on-one. That's when I was like, okay, that's why you can't trust technology.
That would not. Nah.
No.
First to get a bucket, Bron's getting that bucket.
Yeah.
It was like it said something about his competitive edge would lead Michael Jordan to success.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
I
like,
ain't trying to hear all that.
yeah, come on, son. Come on.
You
What
can't personality your way to getting a bucket on LeBron James.
On a
I'm not trying to
one-on-one?
know that.
No.
I mean, no. He's faster.
Yes, we-
He's bigger. He's stronger. I don't. What else?
He's
do
more
you need?
athletic, faster, bigger, stronger, more athletic,
The most
arguably a better
freakishly
shooter.
athletic, the most
Can shoot
freakishly athletic
threes.
basketball player ever.
He's gotten progressively better, has shown no decline in anything. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
Legitimately has vibranium somewhere.
He's
Like,
straight up.
Dead ass.
He's laced with it for sure.
Yeah. When people go to that, talk about that Michael Jordan versus LeBron thing, they need to relax. Segue. Speaking of relax, we need to. I was going to go with the relax and take notes, but I don't even want to do that, actually. I want to do lax.calm down. They need to lax.calm down. All right. Let's do the lax.calm down. So this weekend, I was at a youth lacrosse tournament. And there was a lot of moments when I was like, yo, y'all need to lax.calm down. And the moment I saw was when kids are 13 years old and the parents are yelling adamantly at the referees during their kids' youth tournament. I'm like, yo, you guys need to lax.calm down. What is you on the sideline doing yelling at the referee that's on the field? You know what? You ref the game, actually. All right? You ref the game. Because tell me how many times you as a parent has helped your kid in the game because you're yelling at the ref. How many times has that worked for you? But parents
Zero.
keep on doing it, right? And then you think that makes refs want to continue to do this? How much lacrosse can we play if these refs keep on getting yelled at by you because you're mad because Timmy got hit in the head with a stick?
Scotty, you don't understand.
I don't understand.
There are scouts in the audience, ready to get them to play Division I lacrosse, ready to for them in that exact moment. You don't understand that the PLL is just waiting for them to get to that point, and then they're going to get drafted. Scotty, like, obviously, when the ref misses a really blatant, push with possession, I got to freak out because, like, obviously, the coach of Duke is right over there. It's
Declan's going D1.
He's going
Obviously,
D1.
this matters right now.
This matters
Whatever the
so
call
much.
is, that matters a lot right now.
Yes.
I'm wondering during games why kids are throwing temper tantrums, and then I'm looking at their parents on the sideline throwing temper tantrums. I'm like, damn, the seed really doesn't fall far from the tree.
Not at all.
Hey, what I will say for the parents though, you see how much money they're paying to be on them club teams?
Yeah. Because
I might be mad too.
After the refs, you know who gets yelled at is the coaching staff and the directors of those programs to be like, why is my son not winning? Why are we not winning these tournaments? Why is this not happening? Well, guess what? You know, when you break it down, I was having this conversation with this quick segue. I was having this conversation with a club parent who is getting all pissed off at me about the fact that some of these other kids were not showing up. I said, hey, show up at 1:30 for our game at 2:30, and some of them started showing up late, including his child. I go, hey, he's like, hey, did why are people showing up so later? I was like, I literally gave them all the notice. They're just showing up late. You're like, well, we need to do something about that. And I was like, well, the problem is these kids don't drive themselves. So that leaves one person. That leaves one person, and it's not them. So maybe get in line. Maybe do the thing that you want to have happen. Maybe. I don't know.
They really said that like you were going to change something.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I sent the email. I said all the information. If you don't show up on time, what do you want me to do? I'm going to get paid regardless, actually. But if you
that's that clearing.
So I don't care.
This is why I'm extremely thankful for the way my mom was about lacrosse. She pulled up to all my games that she could pull up to. But did she understand a damn thing about lacrosse? Absolutely not. And was she ever yelling at the game? Yeah, she was yelling at the game. She was mostly yelling at me. But was she ever yelling at the referee? Absolutely not.
No.
And this is why I'm saying to these parents, y'all need to calm down on these refs. They're just trying to do their jobs, and you do your job and support your kid on the sideline.
Facts. Stamp.
Big facts.
And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, Brian, I'm trying to hear what you're saying about who walked that dog this weekend.
So, who walked that dog? We're going to go to the JMA Wireless Dome in Syracuse, New York. We're not going to give it to a poll. We're going to give it to number 39, Jimmy McCool in cage. Brian, how we walked that dog? We talked about Colgate's offense. Colgate, let's see what Colgate scored. So the ranked teams didn't do great against. 19 against Albany, 19 against Harvard, 16 against Villanova, 18 against Loyola, 19 versus Lafayette, 18 in the loss to Bucknell. That's this offense that can score. Jimmy McCool, everybody's like, oh, he's okay. He got pulled during the Harvard game. That might be Syracuse's weakness. Jimmy McCool heard all of that talk. 60% save percentage, 18 saves in total. Scotty, Mike, that boy did good when Syracuse they did like a highlight reel from the game last night. It's just him. One of the highlights was him getting a ground. He got a backup shot and he ran it out. Like that's when you know that you're cooking. When he's like, all right, I'm gonna back up my own. I'm gonna back these shots up.
Yeah.
Like we don't typically see goalies, but they're all little highlight clips. But he walked that dog because that's a high scoring offense that was struggling to score. They got a couple in on them because they scored 12. But I'm like, yo, when you're coming off of scoring 16, 17, 18, 19 goals, and then you all of a sudden you only had 12. Jimmy McCool, you were that guy. You are who we thought you were. Walking that dog, man. Shout out to Jimmy McCool. Shout out to the Syracuse defense. Yeah.
Let's go. What a ride for Jimmy McCool it's been. Even in my own brain, I'm like, I was off of Jimmy McCool for a second. I'm on Jimmy McCool now. Who knows how it'll be next week?
Goalies, man. Head cases, but he did it.
Even McManny had a tough week this week. So,
facts.
Some people catch their stride, some people don't. But McCool did a thing this week. Now, Diggs, what are we talking about, big dog?
Well, I can dig something in particular this week. My Can You Dig It shout out for this week goes to Dartmouth. I can dig it, Dartmouth. I can dig what y'all are doing. Y'all doing that thing. Dartmouth is in a position right now where that was their first win over Penn since 2013. Their first win at Penn since 2005. It had been 20 years since they won in that stadium, bro.
Damn.
20 years.
That's crazy.
First nationally ranked win since 2015. Best record start since 2003. 7-1. This is the best team they've had since 2003, bro. There might be people listening to this podcast that weren't even born yet. Last time Dartmouth was this good. Crazy. I mean, shout out Coach Kerwan. Shout out to all the all the staff, all the admin that is kind of pulling things together to make this team something that we love to watch, because for a long time, Dartmouth was the laughing stock of the Ivy League, just what it is. No disrespect.
100.
But man, this is so much fun to watch. I think Dartmouth could end the season ranked third in the Ivy League.
Wow.
They could. I would love to see that.
That could get them in the tournament then.
Yeah, it could get them in that large bid if they keep winning.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that, man. And it's great to see like Kerwan he's not going unnoticed at all.
He's like that.
He's like that. Brilliant. Brilliant last mind. Now, ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6'2" with a bald head, I'm talking about Shane A. Smith.
Good morning. Good morning. First of all, I got a couple things I got to get off my chest. The last few weeks, had a couple of conversations with my esteemed colleagues about a couple of the teams that have entered the lacrosse space and were not successful. First week, I brought up Wagner University. Tragic situation going on over there. Tragic. Week after, I brought up UMass Lowell. Equally as tragic. I would like to shout out UMass Lowell for almost beating UMass by 1. They lost by 1. I'll give them that. You keep going. Last week, I brought up Hampton University losing to Fairfield 29-4. And so it's only right that this week I bring up a specific team that has had probably the worst fall from grace I've ever seen in my life. I got a question. I just got a question. Mr. Diggs Tate, let me ask you a question here, son, if you don't mind. How many are you familiar with the school Loyola, Maryland?
I am Shane A. Smith. I'm familiar.
You familiar?
Yeah.
How many L's are in the word Loyola?
I believe there's 2 L's.
You're wrong. Loyola has 8 L's. 8 of them. 8 of them. You understand me? 8.
Oh my God.
You got 2 in your name, and you're living up to 8 of them. You're 4Xing the L's in your name.
Yo.
You only have 8 games. You only have 8 games. You've lost every single one of them. We talking about so hold on. When we were talking about Wagner, the problem with Wagner is that they are not good, and they have never been good ever. When we are talking about Hampton, they have entered the Division I space and have not been successful yet. When we talked about UMass Lowell, about the same thing. But now we're talking about Loyola, Maryland. And you go 0-8 in late March? For the first time in program history, Lafayette College wins their first game against Loyola of Maryland. First of all, you ought to be ashamed. You ought to be ashamed. I haven't watched a single one of your games, and if you have your last name on the back of your jersey, you need to go to the equipment manager right now and have them removed. You should be stripped of your decals. This is karmic, cosmic punishment for those chrome green helmets you tried to unveil a couple years ago.
The Green Goblins were not it.
You all right, Mr. Smith?
You know, I'm not all right. I'm not all right because The thing about Loyola is that your mascot is what, Mr. Bryan? Can you tell me?
Shane A. Smith is a greyhound.
It's a greyhound. And you know what happened? You know what I think happened? You know what I think happened this summer? I think after your win versus Army, you got on a greyhound and never came back. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think that you have been missing in action all of 2025. You got on a Greyhound bus after your last win in 2024, and you have not come back since. Let's go over their schedule, shall we?
Oh my God.
Lost to Georgetown 13-6. Lost to Maryland in overtime 8-7. You should have had it. You didn't have it. And now you're cursed for eternity. Johns Hopkins lost 9-8. Rutgers lost 10-5.
Damn right.
Colgate lost 18-6. Providence, you lost 12-11. Boston U 13-7. Lafayette 11-10. Dan Arestia said all teams are not great. They are just mid. Well, this is the most mid out of all teams there.
It's tough.
It's terrible that I have little to no confidence in you going to go play Lehigh on Saturday and little to no confidence with you going to go play Bucknell, because right now you looking like the giant tuna with a couple cuts on the fin and you being circled by a shark. And they're not a mile away, my brother. They are 10 feet away, and they know you are in trouble. I don't know what you need to do. I don't know what else needs to happen. But when you go and play Holy Cross, you better go into that chapel right there and pray to whoever you believe in. That this would somehow turn around, because right now, Loyola, Maryland is worse than Dartmouth. And if you had told me that 10 years ago, I'd have laughed in your face.
God damn, Mr. Smith. That's crazy. You're right.
Last thing I'll say is every ranked team, I don't know what's going on in Maryland this Saturday, but every ranked team that resides in Maryland forgot how to play lacrosse on Saturday. Every ranked team that resides in Maryland forgot how to play lacrosse on Saturday. I need you to figure that out.
That's crazy.
And that's all I got to say about that.
I get it. I'm with you, Mr. Smith. I was saying some crazy stuff in the beginning of the year about how Loyola lost to two top-ranked teams by only 1 goal. And then Rutgers beat them, of course. Right? And then I was like, oh, man, maybe they're not that good. But I still, at one point, was like, yo, should an unranked team be ranked? Or should
yeah, you did say that.
I said, should a team that hasn't won be ranked? And all I could say for that is
congratulations, you played yourself.
Because that's a horrendous take by yours truly. I saw that TLN post about all the teams that haven't won a game yet. And all those teams are teams that Shane A. Smith has now called out. So I'm curious to see what you're going to do next week, Mr. Smith.
We're going to be back on Loyola again. I already know. We're going to be back on Loyola again. See, I had no expectations for my brothers at Wagner or UMass Lowell or Hampton, but you, Loyola, Maryland, have no excuse. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Again, go to the equipment manager, rip that name off the back of the jersey. Go ahead.
Damn meme, bro. That meme might become our most popular meme. Okay. Googs coming into the party late as hell. All right. Oh, well. What's up, Googs? Now, let's talk about our pick'ems real quick. Wait, Brian, did you see Jules Henningberg on the mic at the game? He killed it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did good.
He did a damn thing. I love it. I love seeing the intelligent men from Rutgers University get on the mic and do other things. All right, good for. Oh, happy birthday, Googs. We didn't know it was your birthday. If we're not
Happy
Facebook
birthday,
friends,
my boy.
guess what? I'm not going to remember your birthday,
Yeah,
but happy birthday, bro. I
That's real as hell.
hope you got some good ass food today. I know you did. Who am I kidding? All right, let's get it going with our pick'em.
Hey, you better fire on his ass.
Yo, Googs be pointing me in the right direction for some food, so I know he know where to point himself. I'm saying, all right, we're going. I hope you went to Applebee's and got some pick'ems, okay? But we're gonna go to our pick'ems right now, and we're gonna talk about them, okay? So I went 3-2 this week, so I'm 23-17. Shane went 3-2. He's 22-18. Brian went 3-2, 26-14, and Mikey Stefan Diggs went 4-1, which means he's 24-16. So right now, Brian's in first place, Diggs is in second place, Scotty's in third place, Shane's in last place.
I made a couple of questionable picks for the plot, but it's okay. We shall come back. Don't worry about that.
You're already making excuses now.
I still can't believe Hop lost to Rutgers, bro. That's gonna stick with me for a while.
It should.
That one hurts.
It should. I texted Brack and I was like, let's go, baby. That's how we do it in New Jersey. That's what we do. That's what we do, huh? That's what we do. But that's another episode of Stick Talk, guys. It's your boys, Scotty, Diggs, Shane, and Brian. Thanks for joining us with another episode. Once again, share our show with somebody you love. All right, we'll catch you guys later on the next episode of Stick Talk. Peace out.